Asuu strike unnecessary. JAMB registrar. Welcome to the news. If you are new, kindly subscribe to my page, and if you have been there, thank you for your support now and always. Well, Professor and the registrar of JAMB has said that Asuu strike is unnecessary. That is Professor Oloyede talking, and I'm sure he has his own reason. But the Prof, maybe some people will see him as he's enjoying now, and that is why he's not feeling what the other professors are feeling in the academic environment. Maybe as the head of JAMB, there's some largesse that is coming in that is making him not to feel whatever is happening in our society. I'm sure he's living in the free accommodation, he's enjoying generator 24/7 and all the other perks. Maybe or maybe not. Well, at the demand of the professors, of the lecturers, the Asuu as a union, the demand that what they're asking for, is it legit? If it is not legit, I am sure they will not be there clamoring for change. But can anybody be proud of what we see in our various higher institutions today? Everywhere you go to, there's complaint. The lecture rooms are nothing to write home about, fully jam-packed with over students in the classroom. How would they enjoy or how would they benefit for what they have been taught? No hostel accommodation. Most of the students today, they live off campus. You don't have time to do midnight reading. You don't have time to organize classes for yourselves among students because the distance to the hostels, to the university or the polytechnic environment is nothing to write home about. The school buildings, the laboratory, and what have you, infrastructure generally, is nothing to write home about. Well, I don't know what the prof saw to make him to say the demand of Asuu is unnecessary or the strike is unnecessary. Sometimes it was said that our graduates are unemployable. Some reasons must have brought about this factor. I don't know what they saw. Like I said, maybe he's not seeing it the way other lecturers are saying it. That is why he's saying it is unnecessary. Well, the Registrar Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, Professor Oloyede, has described the ongoing industrial strike action by members of the Academic Staff Union of Universities as unnecessary. Professor Oloyede said this when the University Admission Regulatory Agency presented multi-billion naira medical equipment to the University of Ilorin Teaching Hospital, UITH, for improved healthcare delivery in the country in collaboration with the US-based agency, Project Cure. The JAMB registrar, who said that incessant strike action by unions in the nation's tertiary institution was capable of causing irreparable damage to not just the students but also the nation, urged both the government and the unions to find ways of putting an end to the unnecessary strike action, while acknowledging the fact that the primary responsibility of reasonable, even if not adequate, funding of public health and education institutions lies on the proprietors, the government. May I seize this opportunity to call on the employers, university-based labor unions, to appreciate the irreparable damage of incessant strikes on not just the students but also the nation. Professor Oloyede, who said that the intervention of the board in the area of healthcare delivery was to support the government's effort aimed at addressing the huge medical infrastructure gap, added that JAMB will continue to prune down its expenses through prudent management, adoption of relevant cost-saving technology, and other efficiency strategies to free up resources to support major stakeholders such as the tertiary health and educational institutions in order to uplift the health and educational institutions. He said that the tertiary health institution hospital equipment intervention was for 12 benefiting health facilities in all the 6 geopolitical zones in the country for the benefit of the Nigerian people. The equipment are so many. He mentioned the treadmill machine, crutches, ICU beds, unitary catcher, needles, syringe, wheelchair, oxygen concentrator, suction machine, and so many others. The JAMB Register urged individuals and corporate bodies to imbibe the spirit of volunteerism and sacrifice and rededicate themselves to the promotion of the best interests of humanity through the facilitation of physical infrastructure and enhanced capacity building projects in our inadequately funded public education and health institutions, chastised Nigerian politicians who paid 100 million for expression of interest and nomination forms for the 2023 presidential race. If the people who had paid the 100 million naira to buy nomination and expression of interest for the presidential election had done that for the nation's health interventions, many people will have been praying for them. I don't know who will be praying for them now, he said. Well, that is Professor Oloyede speaking, encouraging others and telling both the government and the university lecturers that strike is not the solution. But one thing I was expecting from the professor is to tell us what and what the government need to address immediately. At least let them start from somewhere. This general blank of pensioning that yes, they don't need to go on strike, the government, the politicians should come together. These items that they are asking for, they should break it down to short term, mid term, and long term. What can they do now? What can government begin to address? Then the two of them should sit down, both the government, the owners of the universities, and the unions, sit down together and begin to pick them one by one. This thing we learned has been signed, this agreement since 2009. We're into 2022, and nothing has happened. Things has not changed. Honestly, we need to address this as a nation because the future of this country is what we are toying with. Allowing students to be at home, and we are talking about crime here and there. Why wouldn't there be crime? The students that are in school, the parents, they are limited in their resources, and that is what they have planned. Okay, this student that is going to school the next 4 years, he will or she will be through. But 4 years turning to 5 years, 5 years turning to 6 years. How many parents can afford to allow these children to stay off school with for this number of years? The government should come out, the people that want to advise them, whatever thing they need to do, honestly, this thing must be addressed. And let us stop this strike that we are facing every time. Well, what is your opinion on the comment of Professor Oloyede saying the Asuu strike is unnecessary? Do you agree with him? If you agree with him, kindly make your comment. But if you have a contrary opinion, please still make your comment. Thank you for your time. Good day and God bless.